Alright, well, don't really mind whatever's happening here. Okay, I never talk, but I am going to try my dear love Meredith's techniques. I would never do this only because I really don't know how to. Oh, God. This is my tinted moisturizer. I was going for this because I was hoping that it's not as dark as foundation. Okay, I did a lot for me. Should I do more? I don't know how to do this. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, ready? Oh, she does like a thing. She does like a thing. Okay. What the hell am I doing? Selena Marie. I feel like I don't even feel like this is my color. This is a disaster, but whatever. Why am I doing this? Okay. What am I supposed to use? Wait, am I supposed to use all of it? Uh, okay. Oh no. This is so not even my color, you guys. I feel like I could redeem this. This is so much. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, I'm pretty happy, but I'm gonna do more because I'm trying to get, I want it to be weirder, but it's all right for now. Actually, I don't know. I'll just do this. And I'm going in with another layer. I'm trying to put as much as possible on, but I'm not like completely mad at it. That's my thing. Still not mad. It's definitely a lot. That's my results. That was really, I didn't do it right.
Fans recently claimed that a phrase connected to Selena Gomez triggered a massive wave of reactions online. People said the line went something like, "Justin is Jack Blues, we have our dog and our love." And within hours, social media feeds were packed with arguments, memes, and endless speculation about what the comment was really meant to be. Some users wondered whether it was a subtle jab. Others said it sounded more like a sincere reflection, and some simply treated it as another example of fans reading between the lines. Whatever the actual truth was, fans kept returning to the same topic, and the conversation stayed active nonstop. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco were already attracting heavy attention before the quote spread, and this new round of chatter only added fuel to what had been one of the most discussed celebrity relationship stories online for months. The public kept focusing on Selena not only because she is famous worldwide, but also because her personal journey over the years has been followed very closely. Every time she appears in public, gives an interview, or posts on social media, headlines pop up quickly, and the latest controversy was not different. The line that was circulating became the center of interpretation. Many supporters believed it was pointing to the simple happiness Selena and Benny had found together. Other critics argued that the wording sounded like a comparison that would naturally pull Justin Bieber back into the conversation. Because Selena and Justin have a long and highly publicized history, even a small sentence could become a spark for big debates. Selena's defenders rushed in to protect her and insisted there was nothing wrong with celebrating her current relationship. They said people talk about what makes them feel joyful all the time, whether the source is family, a pet, a friendship, or a romantic partner. From that angle, mentioning a beloved dog and a solid relationship was treated as gratitude rather than an insult toward anyone else. Meanwhile, critics pushed back hard and said any comparison that brings Justin into it would automatically attract attention. They pointed out that after years of headlines about Selena and Justin, online audiences have become extra sensitive to anything that could resemble a reference to their past. According to critics, the result is that even content that seems harmless can get stretched into something completely different once it spreads across the internet. What made the discussion so intense was how sharply divided fans became. Some people saw the alleged quote as playful and confident. Others viewed it as unnecessary and provocative. In between those two groups, there were plenty of observers who seemed more interested in watching the debate unfold than judging the statement itself. Celebrity culture has long thrived on interpretation, and this moment followed the same pattern. One sentence encouraged thousands of comments, reaction videos, and posts about every possible angle. Selena's situation is amplified because her life has already been in the spotlight for years. Fans said they feel invested in her happiness, so they analyze each detail like it might reveal something about how she feels or where her future is headed. Benny Blanco became a key part of that attention too. Many supporters said they liked the way he speaks about Selena. Fans described their public interactions as relaxed, funny, and supportive, and they said that tone helped the relationship feel positive. Many people claimed Selena appears happier and more comfortable than ever. They pointed to interviews, public appearances, and social media moments as evidence that she was enjoying a new chapter in her life. Others argued that even if the viral line was not confirmed, the message matched what Selena has often talked about publicly. They said it all came back to valuing love, stability, and meaningful connections. However, the internet rarely. They said that because Selena's earlier relationship with Justin was so visible, the public has learned to treat any new detail as another chance to revisit that earlier chapter. That is why fans could not agree on what the quote meant, even though the line itself was short. Subscribe for more celebrity reaction coverage if you want the latest follow-ups. Then the debate kept expanding as people reposted the quote, screenshotted different versions of it, and compared phrasing as if tiny wording differences could reveal intention. Some people insisted that the message was about shared joy and shared routines, and they pointed again to the dog mention as a sign of everyday affection rather than anything strategic. Other people claimed that the comparison feeling never really disappeared, and that the talk about Justin would always remain close by, because fans will not let go of the story. Some viewers even said it was time for both celebrities to be treated as independent people and not as characters in each other's stories. They said it was unfair to measure Selena's current relationship based on what the public believes happened years ago. Those fans argued that Selena should be allowed to describe her life without being treated like every phrase is a reaction to a former romance. Critics of that view still insisted that celebrity life is different, and that celebrities are constantly aware that their words land in a specific context. They said once a line goes viral, it no longer belongs only to the speaker, because audiences take ownership of the narrative and decide what to do with it. As the conversation continued, some people tried to slow it down by reminding others that fans often turn ordinary statements into dramatic narratives. Yet even with those reminders, the memes kept moving forward and the speculation remained active, especially because the fan base is so large and so engaged. Each new post generated more responses, and each response generated more reposts, and the cycle kept going. The story stayed trending because it involved Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco, an alleged viral quote, and Justin Bieber connections that many people felt emotionally attached to. The more people felt invested, the more they read meaning into small details. Eventually, the whole discussion became about how celebrity culture thrives on interpretation, even when the underlying facts are unclear. Some people said the alleged phrase was simply about love and comfort in the present, and they treated the dog and the relationship like natural topics. They said it would be normal for someone to celebrate what they have now, without dragging anyone else into it. Others refused that idea and insisted that the public cannot separate this kind of talk from the history that the audience remembers. They said that a simple reference can still spark complicated thoughts when the former relationship is so visible. Either way, the original quote continued to act like a trigger for reaction content, online arguments, and endless comment threads. People kept revisiting the same question in different forms, and the different interpretations turned into separate online identities for different groups. Supporters of Selena kept showing up with the same message. Joy is joy, and current love should not be treated as an insult. They emphasized that people talk about what they love all the time, so the statement should be viewed that way. Critics kept showing up with a different message. The context matters, and audiences will always connect the dots, because history is loud and public. Meanwhile, observers kept enjoying the entertainment and the back and forth as though it were a reality show. Let us know what you think and subscribe for more updates. And after that, the pattern remained consistent. The internet kept talking, more people joined the debate, memes multiplied, and headlines followed as long as the quote stayed in circulation. The relationship between Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco remained a main focus, with fans continuing to look at every public moment as potential evidence of where Selena's life is going next. Even if the quote itself was not fully confirmed or exactly as remembered, the story still worked as a perfect example of how fast online culture can turn a few words into an entire wave of conversation. In the end, the biggest takeaway was still the reaction itself. People turned a short phrase into a wide-ranging global discussion and showed again that celebrity culture is built on interpretation, argument, and the thrill of seeing others react.